G'day everyone, it's just a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to pull the blinds across to see if I could get more light into the place. It's a bit overcast here today, but I'm not complaining because we need the rain. Okay, it's Vicky Ride, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Australia. Today is day 12 of our 12 days of Christmas and our last day. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. There's been some beautiful projects and all the projects are easy to recreate in time for Christmas, which is what it was all about, just to give you lots of ideas. So today I was sort of umming and ahhing about what I was going to do, and I've chopped and changed my mind about 10 times. So I was playing around the other day and decided that we'd try a gift card holder, because they're always handy at this time of the year or any time of the year, and this one can be used for all occasions. Okay, so this is our card that we're going to do. So this is the gift card holder, and it just opens up like that. Okie dokie. So let's get on with it. Now I'm using real red cardstock for my holder today, and along with the Heartwarming Hugs, which I think I have used previously, but that's all right because we'll get multiple uses from it. Now what you need is a piece of cardstock 2.5 inches wide by 11 3/8. Okay, now all the measurements will be posted below. They'll also be in our group as well as on my blog later on in the week. So what I did then was I scored my cardstock at 3 3/4, 3 7/8, 7 5/8, 7 7/8. Okay, now I'll call this one my prototype because I've changed it a little bit since I first created this one, and I've allowed an 1/8 of an inch on the fold lines so that I can pop my images, sentiments, whatever you want, up a little bit, and it won't, what's the word I'm trying to say, it'll sit better. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to burnish along these lines so that they're nice and crisp. There's not much stamping on this one, only because I've been playing with the Poinsettia dies and dies, no, just the dies. So I thought, why not use that for this? Where's my other one? So I've just basically used what was on my desk. So we've done that. Now, when you do this, bear in mind that one end will be different to the other end, in size that is. So this one should be shorter than this one, only because I've allowed space for it to close. I didn't want it butted right up against that score line because sometimes it won't sit properly. Okie dokie. So then we're going to bring in our piece of basic white cardstock. Again, these are different sizes. And then we're going to bring in a piece of DSP. And we're going to put that onto, not Whisper White, Basic White, sorry, it's Pear Pizzazz. Okay, then I'm going to adhere this to the front of our gift card holder. Now it will go down like that. So what I do is I just open it up, making sure that it's facing the right way, and that's just going to be like that. Okay, so that's our front. Then what we're going to do is our middle section, which will be, so we might do, the middle section. This will be this section that you're going to write on. Okie dokie. So we're going to grab a piece of basic white, and then I've just cut a strip of just the same DSP, but you can chop and change it, which is what I did in my original. And I'm just going to leave a little white border showing along there. And we're just going to trim those off. Sometimes I like to chop mine a little bit longer. And then we're going to do this to the inside. Again, making sure it's facing the right way. Just like that. I'll put a rubber over that later. So that's that one done. Okay. Then what we're going to do is this piece. Now this is where our holder will be, okay, and where we can put our card. So what we're going to do now is grab a piece of DSP. Now, as I said, all the measurements will be below and in our World Card Making group. So what I've done is I've actually pre-scored about 1/4 of an inch, either all the way around, except for along the top, so that they're nice and crisp and sharp. And I'm just going to show you a little trick. So that will fit onto there like that, okay? So, but before we do that, what we're going to do, just to make it nice and neat, is, I can't see, we're just going to chop this out here, okay, on both sides. You'll find if you do this, it will sit nice and neat. Now, before we put it together, I was going to have a piece of white. I'm going to put a piece of white along the top. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I'm just going to put a very narrow piece along the top. Just there. Just like that. Now, before I fold that over, I'm just going to trim that off. Same here, I'm just going to trim this little bit off. Gone really close there, but that's okay. Then what I'm going to do, oops, yep. Then what I'm going to do is just fold these over. Little bit of glue there. The bottom's going to be folded up onto that. You might have to hold it a little bit, or you can put tape or Stampin' Seal Plus if you wanted to. And I'm just going to hold that like that, just so that they stick. Put a little bit more glue, just like that. And then we're going to come in and we're just going to put that on the end, just so it's nice and neat, and just press down so that it sticks down properly. And that is your little card. So that should fit in just nicely. You may have to wiggle it a bit at the bottom, but that'll fit in just there like that. Okay, so I'll just take that out, and that is our holder. Just want to make sure these are stuck. So that's that, and that folds up like that. Then we're going to put another piece. Okay, so I haven't pre-cut that, so I will do that afterwards and I will post it. So what I was going to do is another piece exactly like this, like the front, and it's going to be put into here like that, onto this piece. Okay, so we'll pretend we've done that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to decorate the front. Now I've already pre-cut some poinsettias. Okay, and then what we're going to do is put on there like that, and I might do 3. That there like that. I'll just put the petals up a little bit, so I don't know why, but just like that. We're going to get a dimensional, and we're going to pop that up on the front of our gift card holder. Just there like that. Now, as I said, I've pre-cut some of mine. So I've pre-cut a leaf from Mossy Meadow, and we're just going to put a bit of glue on the bottom. We might just put that there like that. Hold that down just so it sticks. Then I come in with some of these little berries, I suppose you'd call them, and I'm just going to put that down over the leaf, just to add a little bit of white to the front. If you find it's too long, just chop a little bit off. I'm not doing a good job of this. Let's chop a little bit off. Just like that. I just put one down the bottom too, only because I've got it here. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue along the bottom, and we're just going to poke that in there. A little bit more. Just like that. Then to finish it off, we're going to grab some, and I don't have them here, just bear with me. I want to grab some pearls. And we're just going to put them in the middle. Just like that. Make sure they stick. Now, as I said, that we're going to pretend that that's done. I'll show you the finished one when I'm finished. Now, I've also die cut a couple of smaller ones. So I think we might use those as well, and we'll put those where our gift card's going to go, just because we can. Just like that. Oops. And we'll pop that up again. Put that in the middle. And we'll put a pearl in the middle. And put our gift card back in. Just like that. Then fold that up like that. And that is our little gift card. As I said, with the little edges, I suppose, little space, it gives you room to use pop-ups or even embellishments, ribbon or anything, and it will sit nicely. Okay, so that is our card, our gift card holder. So what I've done is, this was the prototype. So this is my first one, and I actually stuck it to, I made a card base, not the actual card, but just the front of the card, and I put it on that. So you could do that if you wanted to, and you could also put it onto a proper card base if you wanted to. It's up to you. So that's that one. That opens like that. Okay. So that's number one. That hasn't been popped up, only because I didn't have enough room. It would have kept it open. So that was number one. That was my prototype. Then I did another one with the 1/8 of an inch gap on both sides, and this is my second one. And this is using the this is tidings and trimmings stamp set, and the matching dies, and of course the Tidings of Christmas DSP. So that's the front of it, that's the middle, and then of course that's our inside. And again, there's room there to put your gift card holder there. And again, as I said, you could stick that to the front of the card if you wanted to. and then that's our third one. So that's all three there. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'd like to thank the girls too for giving their time and showcasing their projects as well. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you do recreate any of the projects, please feel free to share and post them into the appropriate albums, only because that way we can find them. Okay, thanks very much. See ya. Hooray.